score a goal with it. Oh, wait, no, wait. Score a goal tomorrow with it. Hi, Amber. Hi, Heather.
Are you swimming now?
I am.
Nice.
Do I need a color?
Oh, I guess Amber won't let me sit by the so I can count.
What do you need? You want me to color?
No. Dude, I've been watching hockey for a decade now. I still can't talk about it.
Oh, whatever.
Hey, he's got a stick and some stuff. Yeah, it's bad. That's 90th percentile right
Do you
there.
put this on YouTube?
I don't.
Are you? Who does?
These guys.
You see this camera?
Great
These
job.
guys do a good show.
Great job. I listen to that when I can't be here. Good job.
So do I. I really
Brett
appreciate it.
Brown, goalie. Give me a shout out.
So you can help? I got something like
And for those of you not in Colorado, fall has certainly set in here. It's about 45 degrees outside right now. Of course, from inside it seems balmy. It's really chilly inside this building. But I mean, the ice is hard and fast. What these boys will need today. Counting down the last seconds of warm up here. We'll pick the pucks up. We'll get to the starting goaltender and starting lineup, and we'll go from there.
You told me to go here.
Do not see number 41, Ashton Joseph, out there warm up. I know he got hit in the game last weekend, late in the game, and suffered a concussion. So looks like he's street clothes on the bench there. So it looks like he'll be playing with 8 forwards today. Like 5D as well. All right, number 30 set in between the pipes to start between the pipes tonight. Rhett Brown's going to get the start. Good to see him start again. Looks like we'll have Tarbert, Canapari, and Purchase up front, with Coffee and Im in the blue line to kick things off. That open face off. Krista picks up the puck and going to dump it in. Coffee goes back. He's going to gets it up the boards in the middle of the ice here. So we'll chip it up to the far side. Tarbert now across the red line. He's going to stay in the blue. He's going to fire a shot on net. And the goalie looks behind him, but ends up, oh, puck is loose, but the whistle had blown, which is too bad. Canapari was there to knock in the rebound, but the ref had lost sight of it, so blew the whistle a little premature. And goalie did not know where that puck was after that dump in by Tarbert. Canapari is going to take this draw. He'll bank it towards the boards. Tarbert in the corner battling. Purchase is going to put a little pressure on the listed defenseman. They're going to pass it up the boards. And they'll take some time and throw it up the far side. They'll look to Coffee. Coffee's going to go back into his zone with a man on him. Backhands up the boards. Canapari chips it to himself. He gets up the middle to Tarbert. Tarbert now across the red line into the zone. Got 2 men to beat. Takes a shot. Goalie again. Hits him in the chest. Covers it up. Blows a whistle. And good 2 shots by Valor early. And they'll get a line change here. Looks like we'll have Fisher, Bevan, Deep, O'Donnell, and Foy will come out. Fisher wins it over to Bevan. Bevan back to O'Donnell. Is aggressive forecheck by Vista, but they're able to dump the puck back in. Vista has it now. They pass it out of the zone. Deep has it. He's going to throw it in the middle of the ice. See the Vista defense. They're going to chip it back up the boards. O'Donnell now into his zone with a man on him. He spins. Passes it back over to Ford. Ford's going to backhand it up the boards to Bevan. Bevan with 2 men on him kicks out to the middle. It's like Fisher just had it, lost it. Now Deep has it, and they dump it into the zone. This defenseman fires it off the boards. Banks up off to back to Ford. Ford into his zone, turns, fires at the boards. Fisher now with a little bit of time is going to bank it off the boards. Tries to move around the defenseman. Defenseman does a good job picking up the body, but the puck doesn't move up the ice. Back to Jack O'Donnell. O'Donnell up the boards to Bevan. Bevan's going to try to dump it in, but Vista's there again. Having trouble getting that puck deep. 2-on-2 battle on the far boards here, and we'll go back to Fisher. Fisher's going to bank it off the glass, fire it all the way down. Should be an icing, and it is. So we'll get another full line change here for Valor as we'll get a face-off to the right of Rhett Brown. And we have Bird out there with Bremer. Barone, Coffee, and Looks like Im out there. So we have a defenseman up here playing forward with this line. Coffee has it behind him, and he's going to put in the corner to Im. Im's going to make a check to get the puck up the boards. Can't quite get it out. This is going to turn at the blue line. They're going to dump it in the near corner. Just maintains possession. Good check by Coffee. Barone's up here. Looks like Barone's playing up on the left wing. Coffee's going to take a second, go behind his net. Regroup, skated up the near boards. They pass up to Barone. Barone backhands it up, and puck gets out. And here we go. We got Bremer up the boards. He's going to dump it in. And Bird's going to get a check on that defenseman, and good work by Bird. Slows down the Vista defenseman. He's going to end up throwing it all the way down. Should be an ice, and they'll whistle that down. So we'll get another line change here as Canapari, Purchase, Tarbert will hit the ice. Foy's going to stay out there, and Coffey's going to join them. So we're going to play with 4D tonight. Barone's going to move up on the wing to give us 3 full lines. Canapari with the puck behind him, and he throws it in front. He's going to go back to Foy. Foy's going to dump it down. This is going to pick that up off the near boards here, and they're going to spin up the ice. He's going to carry it into the zone. He tries to make a move, but Foy's going to knock it away. They'll throw it towards the net. Rhett's there to knock it down. Oh, and the puck somehow bounces around. And luckily for Vista, just ends up in the back of the net. The puck got flipped towards the net, and it went off of Rhett's glove. You can see the replay here as the puck is just bouncing around and slides into the open corner. That looked like it went off of his pad. He was sliding back, so we didn't know where the puck was. And just a little bit of bad luck there. It was not even a real shot on net. The puck was just bouncing around. He ends up in the back. Okay, so face off at center. We're going to dump the puck all the way down, and that's no icing. So we did change the line. We got Bevan and Deep out there, and Fisher in the middle. This is going to get the puck in the corner and bank it up off the glass. That gets out. Im's back there, the man on him. He's going to carry it into his zone and play it to himself behind the net. He's going to pass it up the boards to Bevan. Bevan's going to look far side behind Deep. He gets his skate on it. He's going to backhand up the ice, but Vista's there. Bevan's there with a good check. Fisher now into the blue line. He's going to try to make a move, if knocked away. He gets the puck back, gets a shot on net, and another good save by the goalie. A few good shots by Valor. That one got through the defense and on Fisher's stick and rips one at the goalie. You can see the replay here. Picks up the puck and turns and shoots. The goalie's in the right place. Is able to make that stop and control the rebound. Canapari on the dot. Tarbert, Purchase, Coffee. And there's a Barone back on the point, so he's swinging forward on defense. Barone dumps it in the far side, goes to the corner, but Vista's there to pick it up. Coffee steps up to knock it down. Vista tries to force up the boards. Coffee's still there. Battle on the near boards here at the red line. Vista's going to end up with it into the zone. Good stick lift by Coffee. He's going to turn with the puck. He's got some numbers as well. He crosses the red line, goes into the blue line, tries to make a move. Does it, leaves the puck for Purchase. Purchase will take a shot on it. It's now loose in front. Canapari's there, the backhand, cannot quite get it to the net. There's another good chance. Puck now behind the net, goes up the boards. Purchase is going to force it back to the blue line. Barone going to get a shot on net. Goalie makes a stop and is able to hold on that one. Not a lot of rebounds from this goalie, but some good pressure by Valor. At least testing them. So we'll change the lines quickly here as well with Bremer, Bird, and Deep will come out. So we'll be rotating some different wingers with this line. Looks like Foy and Im on the blue line. Back up the fly boards here. Up to Im. Im's going to get a pass over. Good pass to Foy. Foy's got it. Got a good hard shot on net. No traffic in front, so the goalie sees it. And another stop and hold. Get a face off to the right of the Vista goalie here. Okay, puck back to Im. Im's going to dump it to the side. Oh, good chance to deflect. Bird just missed it. Good play by Im to get the puck down deep to a Valor player. With a good chance, and Vista's going to dump it down. It gets waved off. Im's going to backhand it up the board. The Vista man is there. Good hit by Foy. And Deep's going to pick it up and skate the puck out. He's going to cross the blue and try to get it up, but that gets picked off by the Vista defenseman. And Deep is there again to dump it in deep. Vista with control, back behind it, going to fire it around the boards, and that goes all the way down, and looks like that will be icing. 11:30 left in the first period, 1-0 Golden Eagles, the wrong Eagles. All right, Tarbert, Bevan, and Fisher coming out. Coffee and Barone. Tarbert now behind the net. Fisher's there to support. Gets poked up the boards. Vista now with the second one pass in the middle. Good breakout and across the red line and dump it back in. Over in the Valley zone. Barone's the first one that's going to chip it up the boards to Bevan. Bevan's going to try to circle it. Vista's there to knock it off his stick and back in. Barone backhands it behind the net to Coffee. Coffee in the corner. He's going to backhand it to himself. But Vista's going to be the first one to it. They're behind the net with possession. Good job by Canapari to pick that man up and get the puck out of the zone. Vista's defense is going to end up picking up. And here we go. Got a break. It looks like Fisher is on the breakaway. He's going to cross the blue line. Got a man on him. Looks like he got a last stick lift. Does get a shot off. He doesn't get all of it. There's a rebound chance for Canapari and Tarbert. But the goalie's there to make the save. That puck gets cleared up and out for a whistle. So good chance as Fisher gets sprung. Wasn't clearly a breakaway as there was a defenseman right on his heels. Looked like he was able to get a stick on his stick while he was in the shooting process. And good job by the defenseman to get back. The Canapari's out there with Purchase and Brenner. Vista behind the net. And pass up the middle of the ice here and skate it out. Windsor jump back. Purchase gets a stick on it and battles in. Ballard now with control of the puck. They dump it back down. So Canapari's going to have it in the corner. Vista player on. He throws it in front of the net. Gets knocked out of the way by a Vista player. Now they're off. Out of the zone. Now into the Valor zone. Good play by In to knock off his stick. His Ford is behind the net. He reverses it. In now chips up the boards to outside the reach of Purchase. I guess the Vista defenseman. They're going to just dump it back down. In now in the near corner. He's going to try up the left side. No winger there, but does get chipped up and looks like Bremer's got it. He's going to cross the blue line up this near side and still has it. He's going to dump it around the back of the net. Vista defenseman's there. They're going to shove it up the boards. And Lynn skates up, looks like he keeps it in. There's a backhanded down, but Vista defenseman's there. They get a nice stretch pass up the middle, but Ballard's able to disrupt it. Good pass by Barone to Carson deep. Carson brings up the left side and fires a shot that just missed. Bevan's out there with Carson and Fisher. Bevan and Chase. Vista's going to try to clear up the near boards. They can't. Bevan battling hard in the corner, throws it up. It goes to a Vista player. Coffee steps in. Good job by Coffee to keep that puck in. Does get knocked out of the zone by a Vista player though as Valley tried to throw it back in here. Vista defenseman makes a move, gets it up to their winger. He steps it around Barone, but loses the puck as deep as they to knock it to the central zone. This is going to try to carry in. They do. It's knocked away. Good defensive play by Coffee there to get a stick on the puck and clear the zone. Barone now is just going to backhand it up and out. It's shoveled forward by Coffee. Vista tries to go D to D. It goes off of their defenseman back into their zone. They're going to backhand it back behind the net and it's turned over. Sorry, Fisher there picked up the puck. Turnover, turning out a good shot on net. The goalie with another good save. Vista now picks the puck with possession. They're going to carry it all the way down the ice. Good play by Tarbert there to turn it over. He's going to turn that guys at the red line and chip it in from the blue line. A Purchase on the far side. Two Valor players down low. Tarbert and Purchase. Puck goes behind the net now to the near corner. This is going to be the first one to it. They're going to reverse as Canapari's out there with some pressure, and they're going to backhand it up the boards and out. Try to throw it in the middle of the ice, but it's outside the reach of that forward. Foy's there, tries to bank up the boards. This is going to have a give and go behind the net. Good look, but Valor's all the way back with five guys to disrupt it. Canapari now skates it up. It's going to mishandle it there, and just is going to turn with the puck into the zone. They're going to put it in the middle of the ice, and that gets chipped away. Canapari now picks it up and the carry out of the zone into the blue line. No, that was deep. That was carrying the blue line. Sorry, he had Canapari on his left side. He was a little bit eager and he crossed the blue line a second too early, and the ref whistled down offside. Bremer, Bird, Deep, Coffee, and Barone. One's going to get the puck and dump it down deep. Vista's on it. Valley with the forecheck. They're going to bank it up off the boards. It gets out. Up to Coffee. Coffee's going to train backhand it back to Deep. Deep backhands it to Bremer. Nice play by Carson. Get that past the middle of the ice and maintain possession as we enter the zone. Bremer's going to put it back to Coffee. Coffee quickly throws it towards the net. It's going to bounce off the backboards. Backhand in front. Good chance. There's 3 Vista players there, though. Get back to Barone. Barone's going to wind up, fires a wrist shot, just misses the bottom corner of the net. Vista's going to try to bank it up the boards here. Carson stepping up along with Coffee to try to keep that in, but Vista's able to lift it out. Look like that could have been offside on Vista. Nice pass. Front of the net, and that's another goal by Vista as they're able to maintain possession as they enter the zone. Let's see if that replay will show that offside. It was close. Refs did not call it. But they're able to turn it into a 2-on-1, get a good pass in front as you see in the replay here. And the other Vista forward doesn't make a mistake and puts it in behind the red, who didn't have much of a chance on it. Good pass, good deflection. In the back of the net. It's a 2-0 Vista, although if you look at the number of shots and the time of possession, you think Valley's in control of this game. That Deep out there with Bevan and Purchase. As In carries the puck in, he gets hit right at the board separator there and lost his glove, so he's playing glove at the moment. Bevan's going to get the puck back to In, and he's going to take the red line and dump it in. He puts it on net. This is the first one, too. They're going to throw up the boards, but Canapari's there. Canapari now with some time. He's going to pass it back to Bevan in the corner. Bevan's looking. Skating's got some time. Spins. And get it back to Canapari. Canapari at the side of the net tries to fire one in there. The goalie's there to cover the angle. Canapari makes a move behind the net. This is going to get it and throw up the boards. Before he's there to seal it in. It's to Bevan. Bevan's looking. Back to Canapari. Canapari in front of it. Get another shot from a tough angle. Goalie's there to make a save again. You see a shot from a little bit of a better angle here, but at least they're putting the pucks on net. And Vista now is going to try to dump it back up off the glass, and that's going to go all the way down. And it'll be an icing if it crosses up. The ref waves up. Did not get to the goal line. So it doesn't take much for this ice to get a little slower, and it didn't have much around to icing. Puck 2-on-2 battle in the far corner here. He's up to Purchase. Good stick lift by Purchase, but gets pinned by Vista. Bremer now has the puck. He's got Tarbert on his far side. If he sees him, can't quite get the puck to him. As the Vista defenseman's there to knock it away. That puck dumped down into the Valor, and Coffee behind the net. It's going to fire up the boards and out to Deep as the puck. So that was Canapari. Now Tarbert. These are for Tarbert. Tarbert gets a shot, but it's deflected. Puck behind the net. Looks like Bremer's there, and it looks like we have a delay penalty on Vista as Canapari got dumped in front of the net. Goalie's pulled. It's an extra skater. Coffee fires a high shot, and the rebound. Goalie's able to make a save, and Vista finally touches it up, and the whistle blows for a penalty. So Valor will get on the power play with 4:21 left in the first period with a 2-goal deficit. It'd be nice to get a couple of good looks here and see if we can cut this lead down to 1. Fisher, Bevan, Canapari, Deep, and Coffee on the team. Ref has a little discussion here. He's talking to the clock, and then he's talking to the Vista coach. It looks like they're going to say head contact because another person's coming out of the bench to serve the penalty. So looks like that must have been what it was. probably 10-minute misconduct. Keep an eye on that and fill you in. Good draw by Fisher. Deep. He's going to spin around his man, buy some time. He's going to set up at the far hash. Back and forth in the corner. Puck's in front. Going to be loose. They're going to dump it all the way down. That's going to play the puck up to Coffey. Coffey's going to play it back to Deep. There's a Vista player that gets a stick on it. Deep now behind the net. Going to backhand it up to Coffey. Coffey over to Fisher. Just need to skate this puck up the ice, boys. Goes back to Deep. Deep now over to Coffey. Coffey, blue line, is going to try to throw it up and gets deflected in the corner. This is going to be the first one to it. They're going to bank it off the boards. And that goes all the way down the ice. Coffey back, just picks it up in the circle in front of the net here. He's going to pick up some speed. Gets Fisher at the red line. Fisher brings it back into his zone. One Vista player causing a little bit of havoc. Fisher now skates it up in the zone and stops and gets some time. He's going to pass it over to Canapari. Canapari leaves it for Coffey. That gets knocked off the Coffey stick. Out of the zone. Canapari's back to it. He throws it up and that gets picked off by the Vista player. Vista now with possession of the puck, and they're just going to turn and fire it in as there's 45 seconds left on this power play and you've yet to even get close to a shot. Coffey's going to throw it up to Bremer. Bremer with a man on him. Vista's wanting his puck more than Valley at the moment. Foy over to in over to Purchase in the near boards. Purchase is going to circle back. He's going to throw it over to in. In now will carry it into the zone, we hope. Yes, he does, with possession. And we'll leave it for Bremer. Bremer's got 2 men in front. He's going to leave it for in. In now in the corners, the man on him. Needs a little bit of help. He's going to pass it back to Tarbert. Tarbert, now there's a Vista player there, is going to get the puck, or almost get the puck out, but he gets dumped by Foy. And clear it out of the ice. And a bit of whistling. It'll be a face-off inside the zone. I think they cleared that out of the puck out of the rink, from inside the zone. So yeah, well, the face-off, the goalie left. 3 seconds left on the man advantage. Not much time to get much set up here, but maybe a quick shot off the draw. To keep an eye on the penalty box. There will be a man coming out. Just a couple of seconds. And just is able to clear the puck. It goes back to in. Im's going to fire it off the boards. Just is going to pick it up, go behind their net. Take some time, clear it down the far boards. Foy's there. The puck does sneak out, and now Vista has it across the blue line. They're going to take a shot on net that's high and over. Goes all the way around, and that's a breakout. Up to Purchase. The pass is in his skates. He can't quite kick it up to his stick. It was going to be a 2-on-1 if he could have kept control of it. Floyd now is going to clear it around the boards. Tarbert's there. Can't get it out. Vista's going to keep it in. To In. In's going to spin. He's going to keep possession of the puck. He spins again. He's got a Vista man all over him here. And he keeps it to himself. Now it's up the boards. Stick to Bremer. Bremer can't quite get it either. Sorry, that's Berg, 35. Berg. Vista 2-on-2 down low. Foy's going to get it. He's going to finally just bank it off the boards and dump. We'll get a line change here. It's definitely needed. The deep Fisher hit the ice. Bird is still out there. Get a pass from Barone up to the blue line. Vista defenseman's there to keep it in. And they're just wanting the puck a little bit more than we do lately. Again, puck cleared back to the Vista defenseman. They just dump it back in. Bird now he's going to throw it up, and that gets out. Vista maintains possession. They're going to throw it off his far boards. They just keep putting the puck in where there's some space. Turnover here as Fisher picks up the puck and carrying the zone. Keeps it himself. He's going to take a high shot from top of the circle. It goes well over the net. Bevan's going to chip it down in the corner. Vista now will stop behind their net, change direction, go up the far boards here outside the reach of their wing as Barone throws it towards the net, but Vista's able to step in front of that one and carry it out. They're going to just dump it in behind the net. Barone's there. It's to Vista, very aggressive on their forecheck here. Bevan now with the puck is going to play it back to himself. Hold it up against the boards here with 5 seconds left. He's just going to kill the clock here at the end of the period. So that'll be a 2-0 deficit for the Screaming Eagles to dig out of here. They played a decent period. Probably had more shots on net than Vista did, but The only stat that really matters is that scoreboard. Be back in a minute. Set to get this second period kicked off. Coach giving some last second instructions here to the team, and we'll get another whistle from the ref shortly here. So we'll get same five that started the game here: Canapari, Purchase, Tarbert. We'll have Foy and O'Donnell. Face off back to the defense, and they're going to carry back into their zone, go D to D. Look up ice, and they're going to stretch past as they get behind the defenseman. They're going to get a shot on net here. Good save by Rhett Brown, as there's a breakaway there, and whistle blown. I don't think it was a penalty. It was a pretty good defensive play. Player did hit the ice, but it wasn't a trip just because the net was off. And here's the replay here as you see him protect the puck. Make a good move left to right, but good save by the goaltender, Rhett Brown. Okay, Fisher on with Bevan and Deep. Same deep pairing out there as we dump the puck down. Deep almost beats the Vista player to the puck, but they're able to chip it up off the boards. O'Donnell's there, but that gets knocked away from him. They've got some numbers there. 2-on-1 as they enter the zone. They're going to take a shot on net. Good save by Rhett. Rebounds there, but just couldn't quite get it as the defenseman picked up the trailer and had a chance with Rhett definitely committing to the shooter. And great save there. Fisher's going to play it over to Bevan. Bevan gets a shot, and every goalie kicks a pad out here. He's a good save, unable to solve this goalie at the moment. Really good chances by Valor, and a lot of good action here end to end to start the second period. Harbert's out there. Kick it himself behind the net. Fister's going to throw it up. They're going to take a look off the glass and clear it all the way down. And it gets waved off. It does cross the goal line, but barely. Imnau's going to look up the ice, get pass up to Tarbert. Tarbert across the blue line. He's going to try to go around the defenseman. This is going to pick up that puck and clear it. Try to move that puck as we enter the zone. Im's going to pass it up to Purchase. Purchase bounces off his stick as Vista picks it up at the blue line. They're going to get a shot on net. Another good save by Rhett. Vista throws it behind the net. Coffey will play it off to Barone. Barone's going to go off the boards to Purchase. Purchase throws it to the middle of the ice, just outside of the reach of Canapari. And Vista picks up the puck and dumps it down. Barone now has the backhand. Doesn't get much on it. Gets passed out in front to a Vista player. He doesn't get much on it, luckily, and we're just going to throw it down the ice for an icing and get a line change. A couple of mishandles of the puck there that led to some good Vista chances. Cleveland Brown keeping this game close at 2-0. Okay, Bremer's going to be out there with Bird and deep. So wins the draw, goes back to the point, gets blocked. And the way the net, they're going to pick up the puck and dump it in the corner. Vista will skate in the net, top of the circle, high slot. Makes another move, goes back to the Vista defense and shoot it towards the net. That's it, they kick it away. He goes back to the Vista defenseman, but Bremer's there. Bird, excuse me. Now gets it over to Deep. Deep now carries it wide, but the defense is able to tie him up. Puck is loose in front of the net. They're banging away at it. Goalie's stretched out, reaches out, covers it up. Whistle blown. Sight in front of the net as that's going to be a good play on Deep, but the puck squirted past him and ended up in front of the net and loose, and a couple good whacks at it, but just couldn't capitalize. Fisher, Deep, Bevan, M, and Foy. Off the far boards, goes up to Foy. Foy's going to dump it down, but Vista's there to pick it off. And past the middle of the ice, and leave it up to, actually Deep's able to pick it up. Bevan now is going to turn across the blue line. It's to Fisher. Fisher with it on his stick. Down low, he's going to take it in front of the net, fires a shot just wide of that near post. And this is now going to end up with it in the corner with some time. They're going to look up as Im's there. It goes off of his stick, and this is going to pick it up and carry it in the zone. They fire a shot. Brett's there to cover it. Makes a stop, no rebound. Holds on for a whistle. Canapari, Tarbert, Purchase, O'Donnell, and Coffey. 13:54 left in the second period. Canapari. Then get back to Coffey. Coffey in his pocket pick. Chris is going to get it, but Fowler steps up and carries out his own. Coffey across the ground, passes to Canapari. Canapari takes a shot on that. Goalie gets a glove on it and holds on to it. So changes zone of possession. We'll take an offensive zone face-off here to the right of the goalie. Needs to win this draw and get a good chance here. Back to Coffey. Coffey's going to get a shot on net. The puck is loose there. No one there for the rebound as Vista's going to pick it up and clear the zone. So we weren't quite ready on the face-off. And good chance by Coffey. Good rebound, but unfortunately just didn't have a player there to knock it in. O'Donnell's going to pick the puck up off the back zone. Good long pass to Canapari, to Tarbert. Tarbert now 1-on-1 to the goal. He takes a hard shot. Goalie makes the save. Had a 2-on-1 there for a second, but was looking shot all the way. Get some good wood on it, but the goalie's there to make a save. Bremer now with Bird and Bevan. Back to the point. Boys back there with Barone. Bevan battling hard down there. And almost keeps his puck in, but this is able to skate it out. Player falls down, no trip. This gets the puck, they're going to dump it down. Foy's down there with a little bit of time. He's going to carry it behind the zone. Going to put it up the boards to Bevan. Bevan's going to back on it to himself, but there's a Vista man on him. A hit from behind by Foy, that's going to call that. So Valor will go down a man with 12:45 left in the second. And player wasn't a terrible hit, but player was in a bit of a dangerous position. Saw the numbers and ref's going to call it every time. All right, so we'll start with Deep and Fisher out there. It's like him and Coffey. Wins the draw, gets it back to himself, can't quite get it out. As M steps up, puck is loose, but Coffey's there, goes behind him, he's going to fire it high. It's a high stick, and the ref did call it, so that should be out of the zone, not all the way down. The Vista player just got a stick on it. as Coffey tried to clear it up off the glass. And Vista was the first one to play it after that high stick. So there's a whistle and the puck will be all the way down. Fisher will take this draw at 12:33, 12 seconds ticked off the penalty. He's going to go towards the net, goes back up to Coffey. He's going to fire a good hard shot. Goalie sees it though and gets his glove on it. Goaltending in his Vista team is quite good. We'll keep that puck down in the offensive zone as long as we can at this point. Fisher's going to end up with possession of the puck behind the net. He's going to just freeze it for a little bit here. He's going to get some valuable time ticking off the clock. This is going to end up with it now. They're going to turn and skate up the ice, pass to the near boards here. They're going to look to the middle of the ice. Side to carry, and they're going to dump it. Deep is back there. He's going to poke it up the boards. Im is there battling in the corner. Two Vista players are going to end up with possession. They're going to carry behind the net. And look back to the point, and no one's forcing, but they get the shot off. Lucky Coffey's there. He's just going to dump it up and out of the zone. Would be a 2-minute penalty if this is professional hockey, which it's not, so you get away with that here. We'll take the whistle. 1:06 left in the penalty. Bevan Berg, excuse me. Barone, shot from the point that gets deflected and up and into the zone, and O'Donnell, excuse me, Barone and O'Donnell playing D. Down behind him, that Vista's there to get it. And turn, go back the other way. Good D by O'Donnell there to keep the puck on the outside, and go back to the point. That gets out of the zone. Good job by Bremer. So it is Bremer and Bevan out there. Bevan with some light pressure. They're going to back off here as Vista will regroup, pick up behind him after they scale up and pass it to the far side, crossing the blue line. Cross red, I'm going to dump it in. Barone will be the first one to do it there. He's going to try to fire it up, not out of the zone, or gives it back to the Vista defense, and they try to get a deflection down low. And Bevan's there to try to knock it out. Not quite. Vista's going to end up with the puck. They're going to shoot it, but sees it, snags it, and holds on with it. 16 seconds left, 11:01 left in the second period. So that was a 2 and a 10 penalty on the Vista player earlier. Must have been for head contact. He just left the penalty box now. Canapari comes out with Tarbert. We've got O'Donnell now and Barone out there. Barone has it and try to fire up the boards. Doesn't quite get enough on it. Just a pass back to the Vista defenseman. They just dump it towards the net. That gets a piece of it. Canapari, he's going to fire out of the ice. And Purchase is there, changing for Foy. You can get towards the net to throw the backhand on net. Gets dumped down low, but Canapari's are going to pass it back to Purchase over his stick. O'Donnell stepping up. He's going to throw it in front of the net just outside of Canapari there as Vista's going to end up with the puck and skate it out of the zone. Hit the red line and dump and chase. And win the battle down low. They're going to throw it to the far side. Vista's going to make a move around Tarbert. Tarbert gets a stick on it. Good hit there by Canapari. Oh, looks like we're going to see them battle down low. A little physical up there, which is good to see. Tarbert now chips it to himself. He's got Purchase on the other side. He's going to take it in. Looking, no, doesn't make a pass. Fires a shot, it's head, and the goalie makes a stop. Clear 2-on-1 with the man wide open. And takes a shot from an angle that never know could go in, but that time it didn't. Coffey dumps up the puck. Doesn't quite get it out. This is able to seal it in here from the corner. Looking in front of the net, but then gets a stick on it. Tarbert now gets it. Throws it over to the Vista defenseman. And we keep it in, or they keep it in, I should say. Vista with possession. They're going to throw it up, and luckily that one gets out of the zone. So it's no icing, of course, as Vista was the one to dump it down. Purchase with some pressure. Goes behind the net. Good forecheck there. Causes a turnover. This is going to throw it its other side of the ice. But nobody here with pressure. They're going to throw it all the way down, and that if it doesn't hit the net, which it does, so that's not going to be icing. Brown has it, and we almost kick it in their own net. Oh. That's putting his hand to his head. Puck bouncing around there, but Brown able to keep it out. He covers up for a whistle. Fisher, deep, Bevan. It's a Coffee in. I think. Yes. No, Ford. Excuse me. Coffee now behind the net. So a man on. They chips it up. It's to Bevan. Bevan goes and goes. Good pass to Carson. Deep's got a breakaway. Tries to make a move going left to right, but the goalie's there with his pad and can't quite get it up high enough. Makes another good save. A great pass by Bevan to spring his forward partner, which is nice to see. Vista now is going to end up with the puck into the zone. Has some time and just waits. They're going to drop it to another Vista player. He overskates it. Bevan again with a nice pass to Fisher to leave his own. Fisher makes a move to himself. He's got a man in front. Takes a hit. Puck is loose. Vista's going to pick it up and they're going to dump it down from the blue line. Does not go all the way back to Barone. Barone with the last man throws it up to Bevan. Bevan plays it to himself. So puck is loose here, and Deep's able to knock it out. So the defense is going to try and fire it in. And they'll go around to the far side. Barone's going to throw up the boards. There's no one there. It goes right to the Vista player. And they're going to spin and get a good shot on net. Rhett Brown's there to make another save. That puck goes all the way down. Icing is right off Canapari's. A good hit by Mateo. As Vista's going to end up with the puck and chipping it out. They're going to throw it down. And will be the first one to it. Barone's going to knock it away. And back to the Vista player again. Okay, Bremer now. Goes it up but not out. Goes to this up. Puck is loose in front. Good shot just outside the far point. Or far post, excuse me. Canapari finally gets it out. That's going to be a delayed offside. And we're just going to yank it all the way down and get an icing after a couple of chances to get that puck out of the zone. And we're just not getting enough on it. Bremer, Bird. Canapari out there. Puck goes back to the Vista defense and fire a shot, but that's it with the save. O'Donnell and Foy at a D. And we're going to get a really quick line change here as we get Bevan, Purchase, and Fisher out there this time. Back to Foy. Just still have it. Puck up the boards with Purchase. Now to Fisher. That gets gloved ahead. He lost it. Purchase now has the puck. Oh, and there's a whistle. It was offside. It would have been gloved or hand pass because Fisher hit his hand, but it bounced over Purchase's stick. But I think he skated in with the puck, even though he didn't touch it, and or ahead of the puck, and it was offside. So O'Donnell's going to get the puck, he's going to throw it in there. Goalie gets a blocker on it. This is going to fire up the boards, and that gets deflected up and out of the rink. This is off a Valor player, so they're going to have that face off outside. Vista wins the draw. They're going to throw it up the far boards. So he has hands up pretty high on O'Donnell there, but that doesn't call it. Over to Foy. That's the target, not Fisher, excuse me. Now here we go, 2-on-1. Canapari's looking to Purchase. He's going to shoot and scores. Good shot by Canapari. He's got a good angle on the goalie there. A Purchase on the far side. It's a good hard shot from the dot. So it beats the goalie. Get a look on the replay here, but could have been 5 here. No, short side. Good shot by Mateo to cut this game to 1. 2-1 lead by Vista with 6:03 left in the second period. Williams to handles it, goes up the boards. Got Bevan, Canapari, and Deep out there. Vista has it behind the net. They're going to turn it a shot. That's their good pass, outlet pass, just outside their reach. Bevan got a stick on it, but he was stretched out, so it goes back to the Vista defense, and they're going to turn it in, but Jordan picked up by Canapari. Canapari's going to carry him. Leaves it for Bevan. Bevan takes a check, but he gets it to Canapari. Good battle by these two down low. There's 4 Vista players there. It's like we're going to go back and forth down low as it's going to get a little physical. Vista defenseman. So Valley players got tied up. And just backhanded up as we have 3 forwards deep. They're going to turn and look, and they're going to dump it down. It's not going to travel the length for icing, but obviously going to be back there. They got heat backhands it, but again, that keeps off his stick a little bit. This is going to end up with possession here. And puck moving through 3 or 4 people, and we're back to the point. And skate on top of the circle, fire it down low, gets a rebound. That makes the first save, and puck gets knocked behind the net by the Valor defenseman. Vista maintains possession. They're going to try to go behind the net. And Valor picks up the puck. Coffey now skating it up and out of the zone. He will throw it down. That will be an icing. Doesn't quite get the red line before he flips it down, but happy to get a whistle and a full line change here. And we'll get Barone and O'Donnell on D. We'll get, looks like, Bird, Bremer, and Purchase out there for forwards. Puck down near the corner. Just to get it back to their point. Scoot goes towards the net. Brett Conley kicks it back to the corner. Then back to the blue line. Purchase is there. Nice pass out to Bird. Quite handle as it gets to the Vista defenseman there. They're just going to dump it back in. Throwing the puck behind us. Gets turned over. Barone steps up and kicks up to Bird. Bird's going to field to the middle of the ice. Vista steps up, but O'Donnell's there. Purchase now with the puck in his stick in the zone. He leaves it for Bremer. Bremer now behind the net. Purchase now. He's going to spin. Vista now and gets it back to the point. O'Donnell's there. Keeps it in on the blue line. Throws it down low to Purchase. Purchase with a man on him. He's going to make a move. It's knocked down as Vista will pick up the puck and they're going to carry it out of the zone. Stay on our feet there, boys. Vista will dump it down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell over the Bird. Bird gets hit, but not before he dumps it, and the goalie's going to save it. And hold on to it. 3:21 left in the second period. Let's see, Fisher, Deep, and Bevan. This line back together. It's like Foy and Coffey out there. Good win by Fisher to Deep. Deep's going to fire. Low shot, and that goes in. Goalie kicks his leg out, but that got underneath it. So good win by, looks like Fisher may have deflected as he's going down the line first. Let's see the replay here. So Fisher wins a draw back to Deep. Deep fires it. And we'll get a good look on the replay here. There's Deep firing it down low. Oh yeah, Fisher got a toe of a stick. It changed direction, went under the goalie's leg through his 5-hole. This game's tied at 2. Great play off the face-off by this line. Oh, looks like we're going to call another penalty on Vista here. And yeah, they called an interference. I think the puck was there, so Vista playing a little more physical. We'll take the penalty. With 3:12 left in the second period, Valor's going to go back on the man advantage. Game tied at 2. Nice to get one more here before the period ends. change entire direction of this game. Fisher now with possession. He's going to hold on to it himself. Continues to maintain possession. He has the time. Looks down low. Devin looking back to the point. Deep over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell far side. Nice look. Puck is loose in front. Still loose. Goalie has it. Looks like it's now covered and below the whistle, but good look by O'Donnell, the far side. Vista player just got a stick on it. It looks like they have an open shot on net. And this puck is loose down low. Do get a couple good whacks at it here, but the goalie's stick is on the ice and able to cover it up. Fisher back on the draw. We'll go back to the Vista player. They'll put it in the near corner here and continue chasing after it. They're going to throw it to the board and they will dump it all the way down. Go back to deep behind his net. He's going to skate it up. Beats his one man. He'll throw up the far side, outside the reach of Fisher. But Fisher's in the battle. He's going to throw it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell over to deep. Deep back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell far side to Fisher. Fisher's going to throw it in front of Canapari. Just good deflection. Just missed that top corner. O'Donnell's down there with a good pinch. Has possession. Going to get it back to deep. Deep's going to look. No, makes a move. Skates in. Top of the stroke. Going to fire a shot. Has a short side. Throws it back in front on the rebound. Good couple of chances by Carson as Vista's going to dump it all the way down. They're going to be the first one down there, but Rhett has it on the far side to Carson. Carson's going to fire it up into the skates of Canapari. That goes through his legs, and that'll be an icing. 39 seconds left, 39 seconds left on the penalty, or the power play, I should say, for Valor. 1:51 left in the second period. Well, the defensive zone face off to the right of Rhett Brown. Brendan's going to get it back to Foy. This is good forecheck as Brendan's going to pick it up and carry the puck. Rosser is going to dump it in. Gotta go get it, boys. This is going to be the first one to do it and try to clear it around. And that gets kicked up, and Tarbert's going to get it on his stick. He's going to leave it for Purchase. In the half, Purchase back to Tarbert, which goes in the middle of the ice looking for a give and go. Pass back to Bremer. Bremer now behind us and leave it for Tarbert. Tarbert's got Purchase into his skates, but he's able to handle it. Purchase spins back. He's got some time. He's going to look back to the point. Pass over to Foy. Foy's got a hard shot on net. Just missed. It's a good look by Purchase to spring Foy. Purchase has it again. He's going to spin back to Coffey. Coffey's going to let one rip. That gets deflected by Tarbert, but just wide. Vista's not going to try to backhand it up, and they don't get it out. Foy has it, tries to dump it back down, but just back to the Vista defenseman. And they're going to carry it up and we'll dump it in. Foy picks his man up as Coffey will go back to get it. He's going to look up the boards to Canapari. Canapari's going to check off hit. Oh, good hard shot by Vista. Couldn't tell if Rhett got his block around or went with a crossbar. Looks like it. Another guy's on up to save that. Coffey now is going to make a move. Puck gets turned over there and just dumped out of the zone. Canapari with some light pressure leaves it. The puck gets cleared up for Purchase. Purchase now with possession. He's going to throw it back down deep. Doesn't get enough on it. It gets picked off by Vista player. And they're just going to be able to clear it. Garone throws it back to the middle of the ice. Purchase now leave it to Tarbert. Tarbert sidesteps a check. He's going to tip it back down himself. Canapari there. He's just going to throw it in front. Puck is loose for a second. Last split second there. They're throwing towards the net. So he's got to be ready to make a stop. But what a period by Valor. Giving Vista all they can handle. End up knotting this game at 2. So we'll end the second period a tie game. And looks like we're going to get a much needed wash of this ice. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay, well, apparently they're not cleaning the ice. So we're going to get back to action here. Kind of a third period. We've got Fisher, Bevan, and Deep. For O'Donnell and looks like Barone. No, Floyd, excuse me. Puck down behind the Ballard goal. Floyd's there is going to try to kick up the boards. Vista with 2 men on there. End up with the puck on the second and go behind the net. Fisher with the chase. Vista now back and forth in the corner. Floyd's on him. Still maintaining possession. The puck goes up and back to the Vista defenseman. And they'll throw it towards the net. And we'll get another full line change. This coach is rolling lines really quickly. He likes to get the fresh legs on the ice. And they'll need it because this ice is going to be slow in this period. Okay, it's like Canapari, Tarbert, Purchase, Coffey, and Barone. Coffey behind the net, up the boards to Tarbert. Tarbert will backhand it up to outside the reach of Canapari. Barone's there. He'll try to backhand it. Vista's there to pick it off. They're going to dump it deep. Barone will be the first one back. He's going to throw it behind the net into the corner. Purchase is there with Coffey. Coffey's going to pull it back behind the net, try the other way. He's going to skate it up and will get tripped down by the Vista player, but was able to hit the puck first, so no call. He'll just throw it back down. And Barone mishandles it. He's going to get it. He's going to throw it around Purchase, who's got some time. It's a good pass up out of his zone now. Ends up on Tarbert's stick. Leaves it for Coffey. Coffey's going to try to throw it towards the net, but that gets deflected by Vista. And they're up there now, but Canapari with a good back check and stick lift. So he's going to end up with the puck. He gets hauled down, and they're going to call that. That'll be a trip. Rhett leaves the net for an extra skater. Coffey now is going to take it into the zone, and the Vista defenseman will touch it. And that will be, looks like they're going to call a hold. Regardless of the call, Valor will go back on the power play. 15:22 left in the third period. Okay, face off with the goalie. We'll get Fisher, Bevan, Canapari, and Deep and O'Donnell. Power play unit 1. Kick things off. Back to Deep. Deep's going to skate it to the far boards. Top at the top of the circle. Going to put it back to Bevan. Bevan back to Deep. Deep will go back to Bevan. Try to give and go. That gets covered. Bevan now will look back to the, no, he's going to circle back down to Deep. Deep carries it behind the net. He's going to try the other side. backs out to the far side. Back to Bevan. Bevan at the dot, down to Deep. Deep scoots it up to the hash. He's going to take it up high. He's going to fake the pass over to O'Donnell. Back down to Bevan off of his stick. Vista tries to dump it out. They can't. Deep with the puck on his stick. Leaves it for Bevan. Bevan now towards the net. Looks far side to Canapari. No, to Fisher, excuse me. Fisher was winding up, but Vista just got the puck on his stick. And they're going to dump it in deep. That's going to play it, but Vista's the first one on the puck. As O'Donnell now is going to skate it up and throws it up the middle of the ice. It gets deflected. Luckily, he's able to pick up. He's going to beat his man. He's going to look in front of the net. Leaves it for Bevan. Bevan gets a stick on it. Gets a good shot on net, but the goalie's there to cover. And we'll change the line here with but just 59 seconds left in this power play. So Bremer, Tarbert, Purchase, Coffee, and Foy. Bremer in the draw. Ref's talking to the Vista coach. Pass over to Tarbert, gets a shot on just wide of the net. Fencing trying to clear. Foy's going to step up and keeps the puck in. Vista's players there. Going to be able to skate it out though and into the zone. So towards the net, fires a shot on Rhett, and Rhett able to cover the puck and save it. As Vista gets a shot at a tough angle, Rhett's there to make the stop. Puck is loose in front. And we're going to change the line again here with 43 seconds left in the power play. Okay, back to the first unit. And puck over to Deep. Deep will skate it out, leave it for O'Donnell. O'Donnell's going to pass it up to Canapari's behind him. And that goes all the way down for an icing. So we'll get a defensive zone face-off here to the left of Brown. 13:52 left in the third period and 30 seconds left on this power play. It'd be nice to get at least one shot. Fisher will play it to himself. He's got some ice. He's going to take it and throw it in the middle of the ice to Canapari. Canapari tries to go to Bevan, and that gets knocked off his stick. Valley will gain possession back into their zone up to Bevan. Bevan's going to look far side. Real trouble connecting some passes today. O'Donnell's going to leave it for Fisher. Fisher just throws it to the far side, but Vista's there to pick it up and just dump it out. O'Donnell now at the red line is going to go to the far side to Fisher. Fisher's going to come the near side here to Canapari. Canapari up at the red line is going to leave it for Deep. Deep's going to just dump it into the zone. And Vista's there to just wrap it around and not out. Fisher's there in the blue line. He's going to shoot one towards the net, just wide. So Deep's there to get it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell's going to throw it back, Canapari, excuse me. Canapari back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell in the middle of the ice, fires a shot. And goalie's there to cover it and, makes the save and covers it for a whistle. Two Valor players there ready to hop on the rebound, but there was none. Get Tarbert, Bremer, Purchase, Foy, and Im out there. That goes back. Tarbert's there to try to kick it forward. Purchase gets the stick on it, but this is still able to skate it out. And they'll just dump it deep. This is good at the dump and chase game. They definitely have a good forecheck going. 2-on-2 battle in the far corner. Bremer and Foy. This is able to scale a good stick by Im as he blocks the pass going back to the blue line. Im now in the corner. He's going to try to fire up the boards. Purchase has. He's going to look at the middle of the ice. Does. Gets it to Bremer. Bremer off his stick. It knocks it out as the puck gets forklift. So he pitchfork forwards. Tarbert lost his stick, but was able to kick it into the zone. Now a good forecheck by Purchase as he disrupts it. And end up with his stick. He'll throw it to the middle of the ice. That gets deflected. Vista now will circle back to the middle of the ice and gain some speed as they cross the red line. And across the blue line, loses the puck. Tarbert now will carry it in the zone. He's going to look up and banks it off the glass. Canapari's there. Purchase now with it on his backhand. He takes a check. Tarbert there as well. Has it on the stick. He's going to make a move. Go to the middle of the ice. Vista player's there to knock it away. Good hard move by Tarbert as he almost gets a good scoring chance. Canapari's going to throw it in front of the net, but Vista's there to pick it off. And will carry it out of the zone. Going to cross the blue line. And take it right in the corner. Looks up high as a player there, and Rhett's there to kick the puck away. As Vista had a couple of chances. Another good shot on net. Rhett's there with his pad save, gets a glove on it, but Vista's player there to knock it away. Vista now has a puck in the corner. They try to get it out of the zone, and now it looks like we're going to take a penalty down low as the ref has his arm in the air. Vista's going to fire a shot on net. Their goalie left the ice. They'll have an extra skater in there, and that puck gets touched by Valor and a whistle. So it looks like a retaliatory penalty down low as it was away from the play. Coffee goes off the ice, and Vista will go on the power play with 11:35 left in this one. Fisher, Deep, O'Donnell, and Foy. Little delay with the clock here. Looks like a few seconds it ticked off, so they'll just hold it for a few seconds to catch up. Vista wins the draw. They go back D to D. Circle it in and try to throw it in front of the net. They do, but gets knocked away by O'Donnell. Good grab by Fisher. Knocks it out of the air down himself. Clears it down the zone. Vista's going to set up behind their net. They will pick up the puck with some speed. And he's going to try to fire a far pass, and that gets deflected. Goes down into the corner here. Fisher fights off a check. Leaves it for O'Donnell. Now Fisher has. He's going to fire it down. Doesn't fire it down the ice. Fires it, but gets blocked by a Vista player. Vista now will try to throw it in front. Gets deflected. Fisher now is going to chip it up. Almost hits the ceiling. Can't believe that didn't hit the ceiling. It does dump all the way down. Goes on net. Goalie has to make a save as they're going to set up again. To bring this forward with some speed. He tries to pass it up the zone. Can't connect, and that's going to go down for an icing. So the penalty is about half over here as we get an offensive zone faceoff. Bevan's going to hit the ice. Looks like Bremer will stay out there. Foy and M on the blue line. Just the puck back in the corner. Change direction, far corner. They're back behind their net. Forward will circle up with it and pass it back to the defenseman coming up to the red line. They're going to backhand it down into the corner. And Vista being the first one on there is Bremer's going to try to pinch it behind the net. It does get kicked out here. Vista has it, but that gets deflected back down. In gets it on his deck, and he fires it length of the ice. 28 seconds left. Vista's going to pick up the puck, hold it behind the net. They're going to wait for their man to circle in. They're going to pick it up here and carry it up out of the ice as they get to the red line. He's going to hit the red line and dump it in. I told you that was going to happen. Goes around the boards, and Im is there to deflect it. Bremer gets a puck and tries to fire it down the ice. Almost takes off the coach's head. That'll be an offensive or defensive zone face-off to the right of Red Brown with 7 seconds left on the penalty. 9:52 remaining in the third period. Canapari, Tarbert, O'Donnell, and Barone. Canapari wins the puck. This is going to be the first one to it, though. As puck is loose and Barone's able to knock it out. Purchase will come in for Coffee, who's coming out of the penalty box. O'Donnell behind the net Knocks down his man. That goes to Purchase. Purchase now up the ice. He skates a good long pass to Tarbert. Tarbert now with it. He's got a man to be. Winds up. The shot gets deflected. And that will be out of the rink. So we'll get a face off to the right of the Vista goaltender. As we'll keep the same 5 out there. Canapari set to take this draw. Puck goes back into the corner. Vista's going to backhand it around to the far side. And they go backhand up the boards. Good try by Barone. Almost keeps it in, but just gets past him. Puck up the far boards. Purchase is there. Barone stepping up. O'Donnell now is going to backhand it up to Canapari. Canapari gets it to Tarbert. Tarbert to Purchase. Purchase has a man to beat. Tried to put it through his legs. Doesn't execute it. Canapari will throw it down. Front of the net. Purchase was there. Gets past him to Tarbert. Tarbert is there to keep the puck in. Now back to a Vista player behind the net. Purchase forcing the play. Gets a turnover there. As Canapari is going to help. That gets backhanded up and past Barone. And Vista now, the one-on-one is going to dump it deep. That puck goes behind the net. Barone's there to sweep it up to Coffey. Coffey now will make a move, but it's off of his stick. And Vista's going to get a shot on net. I don't know how Brown got his pad on that, but I think he did the complete splits there to keep that out of the net. And that puck's a good play there as that gets thrown up and out of the zone. Vista will knock it in for delayed offside. That'll give Coffey a chance to take a second and try to pass it to like Bevan, who's coming off the bench. Bevan with a good backhand pass to Deep. Deep has it with a man to beat. Puck is loose in the slot, gets a stick on it and gets a decent shot on net. Goalie's there to make a save. And puck now battling down low. This is going to end up with it. Can't get it out as Vista forwards with a good forecheck. Bevan now staying on his man. They're going to spin. That leaves it to Fisher. Fisher to Bevan. Bevan with a tries to shoot it towards the net. Gets deflected deep down low. Pass it to the far corner. Bevan's there. Gets hit from behind. Arms stay down. Exactly like the Foy hit. He was called for it. But Vista turns. They fire down the ice. Full on panic stations for an icing. All right, so we'll change the D. The forwards will stay out there. O'Donnell and Foy come out. Again, Fisher, Deep, and Bevan. Vista gets the puck off of the draw. They're going to clear the zone, get to the red line, and dump it in. They don't get to the red line. Ref says it was not close enough, and it's an icing. We'll try that again. This will be to the right of the Vista goaltender. Gabe Fisher skates up to the dot. Wins the draw back to Foy. Foy's going to fire one of the net. Gets blocked by a Vista player. Back to Fisher. Fisher back to Foy. Foy fires one 5 feet wide. Down low to Bevan. Bevan gets checked off the puck, but it gets bounced to the hash. O'Donnell's going to leave it for Fisher. Fisher is covering the point. Looks like Vista's going to take a penalty here as the ref has his arm up, and they're going to say an elbow. Didn't see it. But Ballard's going to go back on the power play with 7 minutes left in the third period. All right, so we'll keep Fisher and Bevan out there, and Deep will go to the point with O'Donnell and Canapari's going to step in. Vista gets the puck, and they clear it all the way down. Brown's going to play it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell behind his net. He's going to change direction, go up the far side. He's going to pass it to Fisher. Fisher's going to bank it off the boards to Canapari. Canapari's going to backhand it up to Deep. Deep's going to cross the blue line. Going to pass it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell fires a hard shot just off the far post. Goes back to Fisher. Fisher down low to Bevan. Bevan's going to play it back to himself. Gets tied up. Deep is down there, gets it to Fisher. Fisher's going to get it back to Deep now on the point. Point over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell at the top of the circle fires it. Oh, good pass over to Fisher, who winds up, had the open net but didn't quite connect. Fisher now with the puck behind him, is going to play it over to Bevan in the far corner. Bevan throws it in front. Again, far side. Fisher had it on the stick. Couldn't quite get control of it there as the goalie was out of position. Puck is clear, but not out. O'Donnell now, with some time, is going to pass it over to Deep. Deep plays it off his foot. He's got time to skate in. He does. Fires a shot on net, but that gets touched by a Vista stick to slow it down as it rolls to the defense. Sorry, the goalie who covers it and holds for a whistle. It's a good shot by O'Donnell on the replay. That was a pass to Fisher at the top of the circle here. Just couldn't quite connect. Dummer now with the draw. Vista's going to go. They're going to fire it like it's deflected by Purchase. Vista's going to pick up the puck. They're going to throw it all the way down. 45 seconds left on the power play. Foy's going to be the first one back. Vista with some light pressure. Foy stops behind his net. He's going to pass it up the far boards. Back outside the reach of Coffey. Coffey's going to throw it over to Tarver. Tarver's going to pass it off the foot of Bremer. Goes back to Foy. Foy up to Purchase. Purchase into the zone. He's going to pass it off the foot of the Vista player. He ends up with possession. Purchase now will throw it over to Coffey. Coffey now finally entered the zone with it. He's going to carry it and throw it to the front of the net. Bremer gets a stick on it. Can't quite direct it towards the net. Purchase now with it out the hash. He's looking back to the point. He's going to give it back to Foy. Foy back to Purchase. Purchase now top of the circle. He's going to pass it down to Bremer. Bremer's going to give it back to him in the front, but he was tied up. Looking for a call there. Good play by Foy to keep it in. Purchase now leaves it for Foy. Vista player on him, as he's going to be able to clear as that penalty now has expired. Coffey's going to get it, but he's going to dump it in the wrong side of the red line. That's going to call an icing. 4:43 left in the game. Still tied at 2. A couple of decent opportunities on the power play, just couldn't quite capitalize on them. Let's see if we can get one in here before the end of the game. Okay, Vista has a puck in the corner and throw one towards them. They're going to end up with a puck behind it. They're going to throw it in front. That goes out to the point. Puck gets blocked by Deep. Gets shot towards the net. Rhett's got a toe on it. O'Donnell now is going to pass it up to Deep. Deep gets checked, but gets the puck down into the zone. So that wasn't Deep. That was Canapari. It's much easier when they keep the lines the same every shift. So Bird's out there with Canapari and Deep. O'Donnell with the puck on his stick. He's going to try to towards the board. That gets blocked. O'Donnell now in the corner. He's going to go behind the net. Looking up ice, he's going to hold on to it. Then he gets over to Deep. Good patience by O'Donnell. Deep will try to throw it, but that gets deflected. Vista now at mid-ice are going to end up dumping it in towards Rhett. Rhett's going to play it back in the corner to Barone. Barone's going to take a second back and dumps it up, but Vista ends up with a puck on their stick. And they're going to carry it all the way around. We're just watching him maintain possession of the puck as he carries it in front of the net and stands there and starts taking shots at our goalie. And luckily, Rhett Brown is standing tall. Has stopped everything since that puck that kind of bounced around in front of the net and slid past him in the corner, went in early in the first period.
You know she's a teacher?
Fisher's out there with Bevan and Tarbert. Vista has the puck in the corner. They're going to bring it in front of the net. Bevan's there though, and he's going to just chip it up past the defenseman. As Vista now has it into their own zone. The defenseman passes it up the board to the winger. They're going to try to dump it in. Im's back. Puck on his stick. He's going to send it up the middle of the ice. Just bounces over the stick of Dave Fisher. Vista's going to try to dump it in, but that gets deflected. They end up with possession here. And we'll try to pass it up. Maybe that's why they dump it in, as they're passing. Not connecting tonight either. Vista goes back B2B off of Bevan's foot. This puck is bouncing around in the neutral zone here. Vista now ends up with it in the blue line. Good stick lift by him. Two good stick lifts by him. And Vista will maintain possession. They'll throw it in front of the net, and good job by Foy to knock his man out of there as Rhett covered it up. Got 2:31 left in this game. Bremer comes out with Canapari and Purchase, Coffey and O'Donnell, the D pairing. Puck here bounces out to Canapari. He's going to leave. So he's going to throw the puck in for Bremer. Bremer's going to try to get over to Purchase. Go back to the Vista defenseman. They're going to backhand it up and out. O'Donnell's the last man back. He's going to skate it up, passes it up to Canapari. Can't connect. This is going to end up trying to throw it in. O'Donnell's there. Got a man on him. 2 men on him. Battling on the near boards here as we just continue to kind of jam at the boards. Finally, Canapari throws it to the far side. Coffey has it. He's going to dump it in, but just to the Vista defenseman. They're just going to bank it back up off the boards and out. And it slides under our stick. So that goes all the way back down into our zone. Coffey's on it with a Vista player right on him. He's going to play it to himself, but Vista gets the puck. They're going to circle up high. They're going to pass it down low. Good play by O'Donnell. They get a stick on it. They had the player wide open at the side of the net. And here we go. Coffey now with possession across the blue line. Leaves it for Canapari. Canapari skates himself. Leaves it for Coffey in front of the net. Coffey gets a stick on it. A couple of whacks. The goalie's there, though, to make the save and covers it for a whistle. 1:27, and looks like they're going to call a timeout here. Yeah, looks like Valor coach called the timeout. He's got the clipboard out. He'll set up a play here on this offensive faceoff. 2 goals by Vista in the first, 2 goals by Valor in the second, and then no goals here by either team in the third. A pretty good battle, pretty evenly matched. It's both goalies playing extremely well. See 2 good Valor games tomorrow. Played out at the Ice Ranch. We've got this JV team will be battling Regis' JV team, and then we'll see a rematch of last year's state championship where the varsity Valor team will face off against the varsity Regis team. Puck up on that first game, I believe, is 5:30. Ref's blowing his whistle, getting a little bit more instruction here. As to go Fisher, Canapari, Bevan, the forwards, Deep and O'Donnell. Power play unit 1. Puck gets knocked up and not out as O'Donnell's there to keep it in. He's loose in front, gets backhanded towards the net. Vista's going to get the puck. They're going to end up playing in the zone here. As Vista clears it in the zone. High, hard shot, misses the net as O'Donnell gets it. He's going to pass it up to Bevan. Bevan leaves it for Canapari. No, Fisher, excuse me. As Vista picks the puck off of his stick, and they'll just dump it out and dump it down. 55 seconds left. O'Donnell behind his net. He's going to carry it up the far side. Slides off of his stick. Gets knocked down behind the net for Deep. Deep's going to throw it up the middle of the ice. So it gets up to Bevan. Bevan off of his foot. Vista's there with the puck and good stick lift by Bevan, but Deep skates by it as Vista, across the blue line. They're going to try to make a move around the defenseman. Good job by Carson. Dump that player down as he tries to make a move around him. Fisher now with it behind the net. Fisher and Carson battling in the corner. All 3 forwards battling in the corner. Vista ends up with the puck. They're going to throw it back to their point. They can't handle it. They're going to spin and maintain possession. Canapari now gets going to throw the middle of the ice to Bevan. Bevan sidesteps his defenseman. 3 seconds left. And he's going to get a shot on net. And the goalie makes the save. And the rebound. Oh, and then Vista, of course. Carson took a shot at the end of the game as a rebound. And Vista players were very opposed to that, and they both ran him into the boards. Parsons took up for himself down there, but ridiculous play by Vista at the end of the game. Game's over. Ref's going to call a penalty on it. So this game, 5 minutes here to play overtime, and end up with 2 Vista players in the bench and 1 Valor player in the bench. So it looks like maybe a 2 and a 10 is, there's only 1 player. No, we'll see. We should see a power play for Valor here after what went on there. I don't know if the rest will call it. Well, it does look like two 2-minute penalties are on the board. Those will cancel each other out at this point. Get this all sorted out and see what we end up with. Taking a while to sort this out. Okay, so just coincidental penalties. Unfortunately, that's typically everything you get called in a game like this. Give people a chance for advantage. And we'll play 3-on-3. Fisher, Bevan, and O'Donnell out here to start things off. Puck gets tied up at some ways. O'Donnell's there to pick it up. Over to Fisher. Fisher will chip it back into the zone. O'Donnell's there to pick it up. And stop at the blue line. 3-on-3 hockey, all about possession as Bevan now across the red line. He's going to skate away from his man. Circle back to Fisher. Fisher now, the same thing. Crossing the red line with some speed, makes a move, but that gets turned over. Luckily O'Donnell's there. As O'Donnell's going to pass it up to Bevan. Bevan has a man on him. Gives it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell in his own going to stretch past to Fisher. Fisher's going to kick it over to Bevan. This defenseman just gets a stick on it and go. Ref had his arm in the air, but I think he just called an offside. Offside. So now we'll see Tarbert, Canapari, and Foy out there. Just now the puck back from Arizona. Going to send the stretch pass, goes outside the reach of their man, but he's going to end up with the puck on his stick as Foy makes a good play. Stick stuck between his legs. The puck is in the corner here. As Foy will continue the battle. Canapari's back there with possession. He's going to try to carry it out. Gets knocked down in the corner. 2 men down. Canapari and a Vista player. He's able to battle for possession. Foy steps in and the puck is loose. Now it's Foy. Looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1. He's got Tarbert in the far side. Tarbert now is going to try to pass it over and can't get it through. Another 2-on-1 developed there. We just can't get the puck. Puck is thrown in front of the net and it goes in. Valor celebrating The ref doesn't know what to do. Tarbert threw it in towards the goal from behind the net, and the ref's calling no goal. Looking at the replay here, the puck is across the goal line. I don't know what the ref didn't whistle it down, and the puck is in the net. Wouldn't have been the prettiest goal we ever scored, but a goal's a goal, so I don't know. Okay, we're going to go with Fisher, Purchase, and Deep on the blue line. As Vista's going to end up with possession here. They're going to steer up the zone. Purchase. Vista's going to take it towards the net. They're going to get a shot. It misses. Purchase there in the corner. Vista's going to throw it in front of the net. Deep now has it with time behind the zone. He's got the stretch pass to Purchase. He's going to make a move around the defenseman and carry it up the ice. We have a 3-on-2 developing here. Carson's going to make a move. He's going to throw it towards the net. And goalie's going to cover it, and we'll change the line. Bevan steps out here with Canapari and O'Donnell. Just ends up with the puck off the draw. O'Donnell was going to end up with possession. He's going to try to throw what he does to Canapari. Canapari makes a move, but he gets good play by the Vista defenseman. Play the body there. Vista now across the blue line. 2-on-2. Going to take it to the corner. Going to cycle it around the net. And back to the defenseman. He's open. Fires a shot. Refs get a blocker on it and clears out of the zone with 1:10. Sorry. It's like the clock is running here. So this is 5 minutes of running time. And just under a minute and counting left in overtime. Fisher comes out with Deep and Foy. Foy now ends up with the puck off the draw. He's going to carry it across the blue line into the zone. Stops. He's going to leave it for, no, tries to pass it Deep. It's outside his reach. Deep ends up with possession. He's going to carry it back into the zone. Spins again. Makes a move around one man. Makes a pass up the boards to Fisher. Fisher sends it into the zone, and that gets chipped out. With 20 seconds left here. A chance for one more rush. Deep plays it to himself. Gets tripped up, and that ends up with Vista's stick. Vista now is going to fire a shot on net right with another good save. As puck is loose, it now goes back to a Vista player. He's going to step in. He's got a shot on net. Just fires it wide. 3 seconds left. This is going to pass it back, and this one's going to end in a 2-2 draw. A lot of action, a lot of entertainment. Hope you all enjoyed it, and hope you all have a good night.